Welcome to the world of game.
Before watching, please for subscribe. This is how the Game of Thrones characters should really look. More than 6 seasons, the Game of Thrones TV arrangement, in view of the arrangement of books A Song of Ice and Fire, figured out how to gather a great many steadfast fans who appear to know totally everything about the tenets of the Seven Kingdoms. In any case, huge numbers of the screen pictures are a long way from the book's unique manifestations. We at Brightside chose to discover how the characters made by George R.R. Martin should look, and we share our perceptions with you. Daenerys Targaryen. On the book's pages, the Mother of Dragons had a classic Valyrian appearance, silver hair and violet eyes. Jon Snow. The book presents Jon to the peruser as a dim-haired, dim-looked at young fellow. Bran Stark. George R.R. Martin decided that Bran, as well as all his blood brothers, would inherit his mother's appearance, dark blue eyes and reddish-brown hair. Ygritte. As indicated by the book, Jon Snow's just love has highlights that are very not the same as the wonderful screen picture, brilliant red scruffy hair, a centaur nose, and somewhat warped teeth. Tywin Lannister. The leader of the House of Lannister was imagined as the proprietor of a mustache, whiskers, thick sideburns, and a clean-shaven head. Tyrion the Imp Lannister. The Imp's book variant is altogether different from his TV arrangement picture. To coordinate the first source, Peter Dinklage's hair ought to be whitish, one eye ought to be dark, the other green. As indicated by the book, after the Battle of Blackwater Bay Tyrion lost 75% of his nose and a piece of his lip, yet the makers chose to restrict themselves to simply scars all over. Tommen Baratheon. Lord Tommen ought to have showed up before the Watchers as a stout kid with green eyes and brilliant twists. Theon Greyjoy. In contrast with the TV version, the book presents the heir of the Iron Islands as a dark-skinned, dark-haired man. Yara, Asha, Greyjoy. And the TV arrangement, Theon's sister changed her name, Asha to Yara, as well as her appearance. She ought to have had short dull hair, a sharp and vast nose, and weathered skin all over. Euron Crows-Eye Greyjoy. In the facial features of Euron from the TV series we can hardly recognize his book version. According to George R.R. Martin, he should have been a brunette with a neat beard, with his right eye blue, and the left one covered with a leather patch. Brienne of Tarth. In the TV arrangement, Brienne was regularly sneered at as a result of her surprising appearance. However, there she doesn't have the enormous mouth, warped teeth, and freckled face as her character in the book does. Oberyn the Red Viper Martell. Pedro Pascal, who played the Prince of Dorne, relates to the book portrayal quite well, yet his hair ought to be marginally more and turning grey. Ramsay Bolton. The creator attempted to show up as horrendous and unpalatable as the character's identity. As indicated by the first thought, the skin all over was pink and pimply, his nose was wide, his mouth little, and his hair long and dry. He had close-set washy eyes, which resembled 2 sections of messy ice. Daario Naharis. In the book, one of the administrators of Daenerys has blue hair and a trident molded whiskers of a similar shading, while his mustache was painted brilliant. Lancel Lannister. When Lancel wound up noticeably one of the sparrows and engaged the Faith of the Seven, his appearance had changed a ton in the book, his hair turned white as chalk, and his face ended up plainly dim. The makers of the show chose to assign the adjustments in his existence with another hairstyle as it were. Don't forget for like, comment and share. Thanks for watching.